Come on! Cursed storm.
Where are we?
Looks like the captain's cabin. But it's a total mess.
Hello? Wait, shouldn't we just...
Can't hurt to take a look around, can it? Right. Not bad.
Hey, what are you doing?
Keep your shirt on, okay?
I beg your pardon?
Till we've met the crew, we should be ready for anything.
You can't just walk around and steal things. Mr...
Drop the formalities. Call me Lex.
Lex. I'm Anna.
See? Wasn't that hard.
I think first
Hang
we
on.
should...
There's no we, understood? You do whatever suits you, but don't count me in.
Don't you see that all of this concerns both of us?
Don't you see that you're getting on my nerves?
If your actions are gonna live up to your poor manners, we'll run into serious trouble.
You got a problem with my behavior? Looking for trouble?
Well, if it can't be avoided...
You shouldn't forget who's the strongest here.
I don't remember seeing you during the trip.
Can't say that I'd miss having your company below deck either.
Well, anyway, do you think there are other survivors? Maybe some made it into the lifeboats after all.
I was a bit too busy clinging onto that piece of wood while the storm was throwing us around to pay attention to anything else. What's most important is that I'm alive and well.
Where did you say you were heading?
Silly question. Where was our ship bound? Europe, of course.
Of course, but what was your business there?
Well, what were you up to?
I'm a reporter for the daily newspapers back home in New York. I was supposed to write about Spain because their colonies in the New World are...
Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really interest me.
You didn't say what you wanted to do in Europe.
Got some business there.
What do you mean?
I'm not one of your news stories. That clear?
I'm sorry. Why did our ship sink so fast?
I'm not too keen on sharing my assumptions with you.
I'd really like to know what happened.
I'll make a note of it.
What kind of ship is this?
What does it look like to you? We sea folk call it a brigantine, a transport ship, but there's something strange about this ship.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It all looks like it's been put together with miscellaneous odd parts. I mean, look around. Everything's kind of strange.
You seem to know a thing or two about ships.
More than you, that's for sure.
I thought that our ship was blown far off any trading route during the storm. How could we bump into a trading ship out here?
Maybe they just lost their bearings.
If this is what it looks like inside the captain's cabin, I'm not fond of finding out the state of the rest of the ship.
Not so fast. Maybe the captain thought this was the best way to hide his riches.
Riches? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna take a look around, and don't get in my way.
I've lost my bag.
Come again?
My bag. There are personal possessions inside. When I jumped into the water, I still had it on my shoulder.
Then maybe next time you should look after your stuff better.
Well, maybe you saw it when...
No, I couldn't care less about your stuff.
Let's talk later.
Locked.
The newspapers are rather old. There's not much that I can decipher. Well, one of the headlines tells about kidnapped and murdered children from Laje do Pico. Old and rotten. Not a place for a good night's sleep. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. not in a very good condition. It's completely empty. A nightcap for the captain? The clothesline leads behind the wall and is tied to a beam. This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. The drawer is locked. The picture shows a beautiful woman. She seems lonely. The drawer is locked. The drawer is locked. This drawer doesn't have a handle and seems to be stuck. The ink is dried and the feather looks ragged. This might help me to open something. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. That doesn't get me anywhere. As if it was looking at me. I'll take the note with me. The captain seems to have a thing for ships. Lots of books about all sorts of rubbish. A new handle for the drawer. I think I can open it now.
Wait a minute. Weren't you the one who got all hot under the collar just because I pocketed something?
I'm looking for a way to open this door. You intended to steal the captain's valuables. You really want to compare that?
Compare what you will.
I'll take the note with me. It's a piece of paper. Someone scribbled numbers on it, and holes have been cut into it. Nothing but the sea. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. A wooden wall with a knothole. I wonder what's behind it. This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. The door is locked. That doesn't get me anywhere. The captain seems to have a thing for ships. The portrait of a beautiful woman. It shows a large ship in a harbor. The picture's crooked. I should take a closer look. Let's see what this picture's about. What? There's a small key attached to the back of the picture. Could this be the captain? A picture of a large ship with white sails. As if it was looking at me. That's strange. I feel a faint draft. Maybe there's something behind the books. There is, in fact, a ventilation grid behind the books.
Maybe we should just wait until someone opens the door from the other side.
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Screws hold it in place. The drawer is locked. I've unlocked the drawer. I'll take the note with me. I've unlocked the drawer. That's a lot of books. There's no more room for them on the bookshelf. It's jam-packed. If I place the notes on top of one another, they show some kind of code. It doesn't seem to make sense. Maybe something's missing. Only 3 numbers remain. If I do it like this, I can see 3 numbers through the holes. That was the right combination. Let's see what's inside the chest.
What? How did you manage to open that lock?
The captain seems to have a thing for puzzles. The combination was split and hidden in a couple of notes.
A crowbar would have done the trick faster.
If I put a crowbar in your hands, I'd be afraid of you wrecking the whole cabin.
Hey, don't be cheeky, lady. Well, whatever. But when you hit gold, I want to be the first to know.
I hope I won't cut myself with it. A strange amulet. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side. It doesn't fit here. The amulet looks almost like a key. The shaving razor is extremely sharp. Good that you can fold it up. I'll just cut myself. The rope goes behind the wall. I can't undo the knot with just my bare hands. It's too tight. Might work, but maybe there's another way. I'll try that.
How did you do that? Let's take a look. That sly fox has built himself a secret chamber. And inside is, what the hell is that?
Maybe we can find something here to get the door open.
The pipes go into the floor, probably into the cargo hold. What the hell have they built down there? Maybe it's best not to bump into those guys.
Are you always that negative?
You haven't got a clue about what a crew is capable of doing in order to keep a secret, especially one like this. And what they're capable of doing to people that they find sniffing around, like us.
The broken part has to go. Gas is escaping from the machine. I'd better put a container over the leak. This might come in handy. Boy, that thing is heavy. Now I've got a kind of anchor. The anchor is attached to the door.
Say, what on earth are you doing now?
Trying to get out.
Interesting try. Getting a bit seasick, are we?
Just wait and see. I'm afraid that doesn't help me. 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 The newspapers are rather old. There's not much that I can decipher. Well, one of the headlines tells about kidnapped and murdered children from Lahe do Pico. I should open the window before throwing the hook that way.
Huh?
If you'd helped me to crack the lock, this would have been much easier. Done! The door's open. Let's go look for the captain.
Just a moment.
What now?
I haven't quite finished reading the logbook, and there's other bits of paper lying around.
You mean that you haven't got enough loot?
You've got a problem with that?
I've had enough. I'm off.
Oh, no you don't. You're staying right here.
Get off. Lex! I didn't want that to happen.
I can't breathe. My ribs. I think I broke some.
You're bleeding.
I can't feel my legs.
You need help, and fast.
Agreed. This might be a good time to look for the captain.
Pull yourself together. You have to stay awake.
I think I'm hurt real bad. I might not make it. These crates. You need to get them off of me somehow.
Okay, maybe I can just lift them off.
Hurry, damn it.
Don't pass out. I'm gonna try.
I'll do my best. Damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
Ugh! And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow. Where are you going? You can't just leave me like this.
I thought I might be able to find some help.
I'd be crushed until then. Get these crates off me.
I've opened the lid. Lots of pepper sprinkled onto the floor.
You did it. It's about time. I don't think that I've broken anything.
Your leg, it's bleeding. We need to stop the blood.
Wait, we should disinfect the wound before bandaging it.
I'll look around for bandages and disinfectant. Hello? Anybody here? Maybe they've all gone to bed?
Anna! Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you meet anyone yet?
No, but I've hardly stepped out of the captain's cabin yet. Besides that, it doesn't really look so inviting around here. I'll take this with me. Gas cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas. I can't see anything. It's pitch black in here. It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light. An empty gas cartridge won't help me to light this place up again.
So, what's going on?
It's pitch black outside. I need to find some light.
The crew? Met anyone?
At least not on this deck. How's the injury?
I feel weak. I'm still bleeding.
Wait, I'll just grab a blanket from back there. Or a rag from the clothesline.
Ugh. I'm not in that much of a hurry. Maybe you'll find some clothes that are slightly cleaner? Or even better, some actual bandages?
All right. I'll keep looking some more. But if you begin to pass out, I'll have to use these dirty rags on you.
I'm sure you'll find some nice clean bandages somewhere. In an emergency, we can make do with your blouse.
How charming. This is used to fill up gas cartridges. Looks like the gas is used to light up the ship. This should work.
What are you doing there? You're gonna kill us both.
I don't know. The machine just sprung to life.
Machine? To me, that sounds more like a monster breathing. Somewhere deep down inside the belly of the ship.
I couldn't have known something like this would happen.
Well, apart from the sound, nothing has changed. Which is a good thing, because I don't think I could survive a second ship sinking today.
It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light. Gas cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas. It's empty and it's broken. Now, if this isn't gonna help me, nothing is. pipe should be filled with gas. Cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas. Gas cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas. Gas cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas. It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light. I feel watched, but it looks so deserted. Probably just my imagination. There's an opening behind it. I wonder what it's for. Maybe just the wind? Hello? Is anybody here? I'm shipwrecked and I need some help. Hello? It would be pure suicide if I try to climb down there. Who's there? Calm down, Anna. It's just your imagination. What's all this equipment for? Something must have happened. No captain would abandon his ship just like that. Mutiny, maybe? I should take a look around. Maybe I'll find some more clues. Thieves are not welcome here. I need something to crack the lock. Part of a ship's plan. Well, the amulet does have the shape of a key, but I can't use it with a normal lock. It must be a souvenir from one of the cities that the ship has docked at. I think that there was a small piece of paper attached, but it seems to have been ripped off. The plan shows that the crane's controls are connected to the machine in the mess hall. Damn, I can't even budge the steering wheel an inch. Something's wrong. The compass is spinning like crazy. How can that be? Nothing but water as far as the eye can see. If only I knew where we are. A chip log. I can determine the ship's speed with it. That thing's been eaten up by termites. I wouldn't want to have to trust it with my life. Strange. Nothing happened. Something is barring the door. I can't get out. The lifeboat is blocking the door.